Buenos dias, Zamboanga. Welcome sa Kapihan na Zamboanga sa SM City Mindpro. Hatid sa inyo ng Philippine Information Agency, Mindanao Communicators Network, SM City Mindpro, Mindanao Cable Television at eMedia. We are live via Facebook page of PIA Western Mindanao and other government agencies' Facebook pages, One TV Philippines, and via cable televisions at MCTV and eMedia. Happy Kapihan Wednesday po sa ating lahat. Kapihan na Zamboanga will discuss important topics that will help you make more informed decisions wherever you are. Ngayong araw, since magsisimula na po or nagsisimula na po yung ating limited face-to-face classes sa buong rehiyon, we have today with us our guest for this segment po from Department of Education. We have Ma'am Victoria Mangasur, the Chief of Curriculum Implementation Division of DepEd Division of Zamboanga City. Welcome po sa ating program.
Buenas tardes, Ma'am Mayra, and buenas tardes a todos. I'm Victoria Mangasur, the Chief Education Supervisor of the Division of Zamboanga City. I'm representing Dr. Ruth Fuentes, our Regional Director, for this particular segment.
So like I mentioned po, no, nagsisimula na po tayo sa ating limited face-to-face classes. There are schools who's already started po sa ating mga limited face-to-face classes. Are all elementary po ba and high school level schools in Zamboanga Peninsula already doing this?
We have about 90 for the public schools in the entire Region 9, Zamboanga Peninsula. We have about 96.54% of our schools. That is roughly about 2,054 public elementary, both elementary and secondary and senior high schools are already starting their limited face-to-face classes with about 3.46% of our private schools, about 74 private schools from all over Region 9 Peninsula.
So with that po, ma'am, no, what are the preparations naman made by the Department of Education for our limited face-to-face classes?
The Department of Education actually has this developed a mechanism to assess the readiness of the school as well as the teachers and the community. So what we actually have is the school safety assessment tool, which all of our schools actually were assessed based on the indicators that we have in the SSAT. So, dyan natin makikita how ready is the school to open the limited face-to-face.
Okay. But can we say po ba that we are ready? Here in Region 9, almost all of these schools po ba are already prepared and ready na po sa ating limited face-to-face?
As far as the Department of Education is concerned, we are definitely sure that our schools are ready for the implementation of the limited face-to-face because, of course, we have the guidelines DepEd has drafted together with IATF and the Department of Health. We are guided by certain indicators to assess whether or not our schools are ready. So it starts with what we say yung kanilang readiness in terms of the barangay. So that's why before we start may concurrence tayo of the barangay officials. Yes, and then meron tayong assessment of the area, the teachers readiness to deliver instruction. Meron din tayo yung consent and the vaccination status and profiling of our learners. Those are some of the things that we did to assess the preparedness of our schools and teachers.
Did we require po ba yung ating mga students, yung mag-a-attend po ng ating limited face-to-face classes, are we requiring them, of course, na fully vaccinated talaga yung ating mga students?
For the students, no. So, although we encourage, especially our at the early time, yung mga nasa senior high school, we encourage as much as possible that everybody should be vaccinated. But in allowing them to participate in the limited face-to-face classes, we accept students who are not vaccinated. However, may mga protocols lang tayong in place to see to it that the safety of everybody is actually ensured.
How about naman po yung ating mga teachers and staff ng schools natin?
We have a good, for the entire Zamboanga City Peninsula, we have a good percentage of vaccination for our teachers and personnel. Nasa 81.5% po tayo ang vaccination status for our personnel who are participating in the limited face-to-face. Malaking number po.
That's good to hear po, ma'am, no? Siyempre kasi isa talaga yung ating mga teachers na sila yung makakasama ng ating mga students sa ating limited face-to-face classes, the conduct of our classes po. You mentioned po kanina na hindi nga required, of course, hindi po required talaga sa ating mga students and sa lahat po ng residents natin yung ating fully vaccination or ating vaccination program. However po, since hindi nga ito required or hindi siya mandatory, paano po yung ating contingency planning? Do we have plans po ba na if ever po meron po tayong mga students na magkasakit or mahawa po ng COVID-19 while conducting the limited face-to-face classes?
For the record, we have started our limited face-to-face, yung pilot was last December, and then we did the expansion last February, and this time we are doing the progressive expansion. So far, based on record, 0 cases pa po tayo for all of those children participating in the limited face-to-face. However, part of the readiness assessment natin is for the schools also have the triage. Meron din tayong triaging para before students get inside the school, may temperature check tayo, at saka yung sanitation, may wash facilities as soon as they enter the premises of the school. These are in place, and should there be part of the orientation that we give parents before they can open the classes is they have this orientation with the parents and the barangay officials, especially na pag yung bata masama na ang pakiramdam when may mga cases doon, suspected cases sa home, sa mismo pa lang, as much as possible, we do not allow them to come. Sinasabi na namin sa parents. However, there are instances na yung along the way, nagde-develop pa rin yan. Doon mismo, as soon as nadidetermine sa triaging, no, na may fever si bata, may area po tayo na nilalagay, may area doon that is ready for students to be parang kina-quarantine natin sila doon, yes, and then that's as soon as ma-inform si advisor, si teacher and the school head, the parents are contacted to pick up the child sa school because of the temperature o masama yung pakiramdam. So those are part of the mechanisms po.
Okay, thank you po. Ma'am, so far po sa ating conduct ng ating limited face-to-face classes, how is it po? Smooth naman po ba yung ating pagbalik ng mga students natin sa mga eskwelahan? And kumusta po yung pagmomonitor natin? And so far po, okay po ba yung ating conduct of face-to-face classes?
So far, we have a very good turnout with our students sa limited face-to-face. And for Zamboanga, especially for Zamboanga City, we developed a certain kind of a model of how limited face-to-face classes are conducted, starting with the schedule, with the entrance and exit of the students. May kasama talagang disinfection of the area, the classroom, and the entire perimeter area where students are expected to entrance and exit. Those are part of the mechanisms that assure us that our students will actually be in good hands pag nasa school sila. Including teaching and learning delivery, we have devised a system wherein the students come in, may social distancing and observance of the protocols. Those are already in place even before the limited face-to-face happens. So as of now, we are very lucky that Zamboanga City Division is being monitored. We had actually a very good assessment by the central office, and for these 2 weeks. Next week meron na naman po kaming monitoring, and even our supervisors, our district heads and instructional leaders, we go about monitoring, including yung instructional delivery po, so that everything is running smoothly.
That's good to hear po. And with that, we can really assure our parents po, no, na pinapa-attend na rin yung kanilang mga anak sa ating mga schools that they are safe while they are inside the schools. Ma'am, lastly na lamang po, what is siguro meron po ba tayong timeline kung kailan po ba talaga magiging fully open na po yung magsisimula na talaga yung ating face-to-face classes?
We are looking to a very positive outlook natin for this, especially with the vaccination rate natin and continuing vaccination among our students. So we are looking forward to having this as part of our modality by the next school year. So as of now, continue po tayo. We are encouraging. Although we have a good number of students participating, we still have those who have meron wait-and-see attitude. And we hope that the experiences of our students for this especially third and fourth quarter tayo ngayon, will actually motivate our parents to have their children vaccinated and also be part of the limited face-to-face. Kasi kailangan na talaga natin.
Mga bata.
Yes.
For sure, yung mga bata natin ngayon, talagang excited na rin na makabalik ng schools to see their friends and mga classmates nila. Ma'am, what is our message to all the parents po na nanonood ngayon? And siguro we have announcement siguro from DepEd. Any message po sa lahat?
As of now, for our schools, we still continue to encourage the vaccination of our students, especially for those who have not yet have their vaccination, because it's one thing that we can assure that our students will be safe when they come to school, as well as our teachers. We have the 100% vaccination of only those teachers participating. So the only way for us to be able to overcome the challenges is for us to work together. And hopefully, as always in our division, we say talaga, nothing is impossible if we believe together we can. Abla kami na Zamboanga City Division, nuay ko sa imposible, kre, huntu-huntu pwede. That's our battle cry.
Thank you very much po for encouraging all the parents po, no, na talagang mag-participate na rin sa ating limited face-to-face classes and also to get their children vaccinated para naman po makapagsimula na tayo dahan-dahan rin, no? Back to normal po yung learning din ng ating mga bata. So muli, nagpapasalamat kami. We would like to thank po Department of Education, of course, Director Ruth Fuentes. Maraming salamat din po sa ngayon sa opportunity na to. So we would like to thank Ma'am Victoria Mangasir po, the Chief of our Curriculum Implementation Division from the DepEd Division of Zamboanga City. Thank you, Ma'am, for this opportunity po.
Thank you din. Muchísimas gracias a todos. Again, we say vaya con Dios.
Okay, thank you very much po. And of course, thank you very much din sa lahat ng ating manonood. Muli po, we would like to thank our following sponsors po, Kape Sur, Karimadon, Kamiseta, and Arya's Coffee and Tea. Maraming salamat. All available here at SM City Mindpro. Muli, nagpapasalamat po kami sa lahat at magkita-kita po tayo sa susunod pang episode ng Kapihan na Zamboanga sa SM City Mindpro. Ito si Myra Espinosa. Muchísimas gracias.